award. This is Days of Our Lives, Thaao Penghlis. Welcome.
I think that's a misquote. I don't think.
What was?
The flesh and all that.
Well,
must have been a very vulnerable moment.
Take credit. It sounded fine and kind of intriguing. You, speaking of intrigue, your fans are relieved that you did not turn out to be the Salem Slasher on your show. Yeah. Now, what's the story? Because this guy was carving his way through...
I think one day the producers came to me and they said, after 8 women had been killed on the show, they said, okay, you're the killer. So I had to sort of, in my mind, decide how I did all these killings. So
you mean they didn't know going into the
No, they had to find an actor on the show who the audience wouldn't believe would be the killer.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the great gift of playing this killer.
Well, how many senseless killings does it take before the writers decide?
As long as the ratings keep going, they just keep doing it.
I guess. And they thought that you would be the least suspicious?
Least suspicious. Well, I think they put it out there to find out from the audience as to who would be less suspected. But when they told me, I just all of a sudden, I had a nice character. All of a sudden, I had to be sort of... My career, decided to have a plastic surgery, and suddenly he appeared. And so what happened was, I've been in the dungeon all this time with all these chains, while the killer's been loose.
So you didn't really do it, your look-alike did it.
That's right.
Wonder what's going to happen with my look-alike. Wonder what they will have been up to. You got that on your mind. It makes me nervous now. But then you did a scene on the show where you confronted yourself.
Yeah, we had to... what was difficult about it, because it was the first time ever it was done on daytime, I played one character with nobody in front of me. And I had to... In between, there had to be beats so they could edit the points in between. And then when I finished with him, I then darkened myself up, messed myself up, and went into the chains on the other side. So I had to find out I was talking to myself, which wasn't easy. At least I found out with the chains I wasn't kinky. I got tired of it very fast.
And so you won the confrontation with yourself. How did that end?
Well, it hasn't ended yet.
Oh.
I have this big duel coming up, you see. I'm going to be fighting my... Oh, I can't, sorry. That's storyline.
Oh, okay, you can't reveal that. And so you're studying some fencing?
Yes, yes, which is a wonderful art form, actually. It's the gentleman's sport.
Did you have to slap yourself, or what? You spit on yourself, didn't you?
Yeah.
I don't mean to be rude, but
yeah, I had
it came to mind without tobacco, without benefit
Well,
of tobacco.
I think what the character Tony calls the other character a pig, and then I slap myself, and then I turn around and make out it hit me, and then I turn around and have to sort of work that out between the two of them.
Can you do 15 feet, or? Well, that's
not quite. The room's not that big.
Now, you've also you've been working with my very wife
from the beginning.
Gloria, yeah,
Yes.
and I know that it's all just. These people are applauding because you raped my wife, and I don't know what...
She insisted on black leather. She did.
What?
She wanted me to wear black leather pants when I raped her.
Impossible.
No, truly.
Huh? She
Truly.
didn't tell me that. She just said it was an acting thing, and she was an innocent victim, and...
No. From the beginning. I mean, Gloria was that way. She was great.
But now, when you kiss on television, you just, I know that your lips are drawn tightly together, and there's no real exchange of passion, or it's just a job. They go and they put chapstick on you, you come home at night, and you forget the whole...
No, I don't think so. No. No, actually, no, I must say about Gloria, she's ready in the morning. When we do a passion... I'm telling you, when we do a passionate scene, Gloria and I really get it together from the top, so that by the time we have rehearsals over, we're ready to mount, really. I mean that in the best sense of the word. It's okay. She told me about you, though.
No, that's real. So, well, I guess it's, it's because I get her so excited at breakfast.
Yeah, she told me that, too.
Yeah. I think that's offensive.
But I didn't write the script.
No, I'll challenge you to a duel. You get your fencing together, and we'll fight over what's left of this woman's honor. Tonight, we will... For the other hand.
The other side.
More about that later. Careful with that sword.
I thought he was kidding around.
No, he's going to get it. He's already had it. That's why he's going to get it. Here. You were pretty good. And Lane, you sang real pretty. Now, as for you, Thaao, You fence. You do fence. I heard the noise I heard a fencing sound coming from his saber.
How did it escalate?
I meant it as a little joke, Thaao, so don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Wait a second. Now, why are you holding your hip like that and squatting? I've seen that move before, and, ouch, you hurt my hand. You hurt my hand, you devil of a person.
Thaao, wait a minute.
No, wait a minute, all right. You wait a minute. We've had enough of the kissing and the dribbling and the things with the raping and the leather.
No, I was coming out to save you. I was watching from back there, and I thought, I
Don't
can't let...
distress.
Thao's already taken advantage of me. I can't let him take advantage of you, too.
A few times.
Yeah, well, I'm thrilled. But just so the people at home know, and I desperately hope I'm right in this. You don't really, there's no, kissing is not, because it's such a distasteful thing.
Well, it's something you've got to practice, so we've got to do it a lot.
Would you know this woman's lips? Let me conduct an experiment here. Well, Gloria was standing in the wing. She was visiting the show. I thought it might be amusing if she were to rush in and surprise Thaao, rescue her real-life husband from her soap opera husband, who we learned had attacked her wearing leather pants at her request. And the leather was a side of Gloria I never knew. But I felt I could trust her, that our relationship had passed many tests over the years. In fact, it was her devotion that kept her from laughing out loud on our wedding night, with the memory still fresh of how I looked in my frilly tuxedo during the ceremony. I had the sideburns, looked like Zorro the hairdresser, but it didn't bother her. Our relationship even endured the year I wore a frilly mustache. I weighed 400 pounds, looked like an ice cream sundae, topped off with a Herman's haircut. And Gloria stuck by me the year I wore hippy-dippy clothes in a sippy-sappy rock band, which was a very unpopular band, I might add. And she was there through years of me doing stupid things at parties. So surely this relationship could withstand some professional embracing from a handsome actor in leather pants. It's not as if I hadn't had similar moments on my show. I got a corn oil massage in cutout briefs from a gung-ho mud wrestler once. Mind you, but that's theater, that's art. That's what we try to do. In Gloria's work, they get very close. She kisses an actor while she's standing in his pockets. And as an actress, she has to pretend she enjoys that. But soap kisses are fake. They're not memorable, because if you're blindfolded, for instance, one pair of lips is the same as another. He was born in Sydney, Australia, raised in a strict Greek environment, Greek parents. Two sisters had prearranged marriages with husbands chosen by their fathers. And he worked at the UN as liaison for Greek affairs. He was a furniture dealer. But kissing is her job. It's her day job, and I understand that, and I'll tolerate that. These are excesses demanded by her job. But I am getting some leather pants. And I have one more corn oil massage booked next week for me on my show.